You sure you don't want to take that back?
You touch that checker, you pull back a stump.
Next time, Billy, maybe you think before you make a move like that.
Next time I go to think, Patrick, before I play checkers with you, tin horn crook of a deputy here.
Are you the constable?
Sheriff, Garrett's the name. What can I do for you?
Arrest me.
Arrest you?
It's my constitutional right and your duty, sir. May I?
Yes, go right ahead. Before I can perform that duty, I usually have to have a charge, Mr.
Moody. Abner Merlin Moody. The charge is theft. Grand theft. So, if you please.
Mr. Moody.
Sheriff, if it is proof you want, then proof you shall have. $20,000, the exact amount I took to the penny. Now, I demand to be incarcerated. Immediately.
Incarcerated? You heard the man, Andy. Incarcerate him.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Bonney. Enough of this, and I might start feeling like a human being again.
Would you mind standing up? Yeah, I guess it's true. The description fits. Right down to his socks and the $20,000. I still can't believe it. Read the wire yourself.
Oh, Mr. Moody, you certainly could have fooled me. I never would have taken you for
Crook? Well, when you get to be my age, you'll realize that appearances can not only be deceiving, but usually are.
I'm convinced.
Oh, when are you taking me back?
I'm not. The authorities in St. Louis are sending a federal marshal for you.
Oh, no. Oh, no, Sheriff, that won't do. It's a trick. I don't know how they worked it, but I know they'll kill me before I get 5 miles out of Lincoln.
Ah, there'll be no trick. I'll see to that. And tell me something. Just who do you think is trying to kill you?
A devil who wears the face of benevolence and the mantle of a public servant. Well, his name is Greer. Boss Greer to everyone in St. Louis. He's what is known as a political organizer. The man in the machine that can guarantee any election for the right price. Well, I was his bookkeeper. Abner, the errand boy. Oh, I did close my eyes and my mind. But it wasn't enough. Greer knew that I could blow down his paper castle of corruption. So he warned me what he'd do if I ever spoke out. Well, I panicked. I'd never stolen anything in my life before, but my terror prodded me on, so I emptied his safe and ran.
But not far enough.
Nor fast enough. Not even a young man can outrun a bullet.
What do you mean, a hired gun?
I was ambushed twice. Once in St. Joe and then again this morning on the trail.
Did you see this bushwhacker?
No, I only saw my own fear and my own futility. No one beats Boss Greer. No one. That's why you've got to help me.
All right. As long as you're in Lincoln, either end of the eye, I'll be with you around the clock. Better take him upstairs. Come on, Mr. Moody.
Oh, Sheriff, for what it's worth, if I do get back to St. Louis, I'll testify against Greer. I'll tell them everything I know, no matter what it costs me.
You believe it, Patty? I mean about that hired gun bit? Imagination makes a fella do funny things sometimes when he gets spooked. That could have been just a trail bum trying to get some money for eating.
Well, I can't answer that, Billy. Maybe he can.
Aaron Case. Got a lot of problems now, Patrick. That son's hired out for more killings than I got years.
Not in Lincoln, he hasn't. Been a long time.
Pat Garrett. Well. Tin shirt and all. What's it been, 10 years since at O.B. Wells?
9.
That's a lot of water under the bridge.
What brings you to Lincoln?
Just passing through.
In that case, you won't mind if I watch your gun for you until you leave town, that is.
Why not? In an emergency, I can always get another.
One more thing, Case. Stay away from the jail.
You know, I was hoping to do just that. Can't abide those iron windows. Like I said, Garrett, I'm just passing through.
Sheriff Garrett,
Yes?
I was told at the desk that you might be able to help.
In what way, miss?
Potter, Lucy Potter. I'm looking for a Mr. Edward Hattlebird.
Hattlebird? I'm afraid I don't know him.
Oh, you must know Edward. He has the biggest ranch in New Mexico. Look, here are his letters. The address is as plain as anything.
Maybe you got the wrong town, miss.
Oh, no, that can't be. You see, Edward and I, well, we corresponded for some time, and we agreed to contract marriage.
Oh, you mail order bride?
Miss Potter, there's been some mistake. If Hattlebird lived in this county, I'd know him.
Patrick, there's some stranger living up on the old Thompson spread now.
That must be Edward. Sheriff, would you drive me over there? I don't have to tell you how important this is.
I'm sorry, miss, but for the time being, I have to stay right here in town.
Well, what will I do?
My name is William Bonney, miss, and I am considered the best buggy driver west of the Mississippi. What do you say?
All right.
If you don't find your man, Miss Potter, maybe we can think of something else.
Thank you, Sheriff.
There, Sheriff. I've got enough set down here to put Mr. Greer out of circulation for a long time.
I'm sure you'll be giving this to the St. Louis District Attorney yourself.
Well, nothing like being on the safe side. That's the first rule of bookkeeping.
Stay down. Andy, cover him.
Howdy, Sheriff.
My name's Hiram Sunday. Pots and pans are my line. Never could unload that trunk proper.
You seem to do all right with that cannon.
Oh, I'm mighty sorry about that. Hair trigger, the man said. He sure is right. Looks like all I have to do is look at it and boom, she lets go.
You always carry this kind of ballast?
Well, yes, it's my insurance.
Not a bad policy. Only here, I'm all the insurance you'll need. You can pick it up when you leave town. Mighty close, Pat. Too close. Where's Moody? Biting his cell, hiding under the bunk. A man scared half to death. Figure that was accidental? Maybe, maybe not. The trouble with playing clay pigeon, Andy, you never see the hunter until it's too late. What are we going to do? Stay close to Moody, keep him away from windows, bring in his meals ourselves, and then we wait. I hope that the federal marshal takes the prisoner off our hands. Before someone else does.
My name's Bodine. I believe you have a prisoner for me.
All right, Andy.
You don't believe in taking chances, do you?
Bad habit of mine.
Telegraph from St. Louis caught up with me at Fort Bridger. It said pronto, which means you wear out some good horse flesh. Well, naturally, you want to see these. Warrant for Moody is there, too.
So I see. Andy, you might as well bring Moody down. I'm sure Marshal Bodine will want to get started right away.
You mean now?
Sooner the better. Like I said, my orders read pronto. Oh, I want some fresh horses, some food, and maybe a bedroll for the prisoner. I've got the rest.
You sound like you mean to make a short trip of it.
Straight line to the fastest way, Sheriff. Might be a little rough on Moody, but it's no skin off my hide.
I take it you do a lot of this.
Oh, my share, like anything else. Job's a job.
Sheriff, what's this all about? I just don't understand.
Mr. Moody, this is Mr. Bodine. Ever seen him before?
This just doesn't make sense. No, I don't know him.
Then take a good look, Moody. It isn't often that a victim gets to meet his executioner face to face.
What? What do you mean by that?
You did a good job with the credentials, Bodine. Even the date jibes. But you made one little mistake. There's no telegraph at Fort Bridger. Just lift it out, then drop it on the floor. All right, Andy. You can take Mr. Moody back upstairs to his cell.
Billy. Afternoon, miss. Well, you sure missed the excitement.
What, anyone I know?
A fellow named Bodine tried to gun Moody from behind a fake Marshal star.
How terrible.
But Moody had a shadow on his back after all, huh? I guess we owe Mr. Case over an apology.
Yes, sir, Mr. Tinker. You can rest assured my cock well without shine. How it lasts.
I know. Your prisoner's supper, including yours, is 6-bit seaman.
Could we look in on Sheriff Garrett? I'd like to thank him.
All righty. Let's go. You keep some of that beef hot for us, Tinker. We're going to be back.
Well,
I was saying, Mr. Tinker, my copperware.
solid gold and twice as pretty, I know.
Yes, sir, Mr. Tinker. You can rest assured my copperware without shine. How it lasts.
I know.
I really enjoyed your newspaper, Deputy. That's a mighty interesting obituary column.
Oh, next time I'm going to wear my squeaky boots there, Mr. Moody. Besides, I hear your troubles are just about over there, boy. Getting so even a man wearing a badge ain't safe around here, huh, Patrick?
You have any luck?
No, we didn't. That stranger over Thompson's place, turned out he was a squaw man. I guess as far as Heidelberg's concerned, we're just out of luck.
Not you, me. It isn't easy to admit, but I think it's plain I've been jilted. It's happened before, and it'll happen again. I came here to get married.
Here it is. Beef burned, eaten. Good.
Put it right here on the desk, Andy.
Miss, if you don't mind my saying so, you've got nothing to cry about. The real tears would have come if you'd married a man who obviously isn't worthy of you.
Yeah, I feel the same way.
Thank you, both of you. More than anything else, I guess it's just pride.
I'll take a look around town, Pat.
Yeah, do that, Andy.
Allow me? Poor child.
Yeah, what now?
Back to Springfield. This time next year, she'll probably be married to a boy she knows, not an address that doesn't exist.
Mr. Moody, you've been very kind. I'm only sorry.
So am I. Give it time, Miss Potter. Everything will be fine. Terrible thing, that. But what... what I don't understand is how... is how could anybody play such a trick on a nice girl like...
Moody, what is it?
I can't breathe.
Andy, get Doc Hogan.
Right, Pat.
Sorry, Pat. It was too late before I got here.
What happened?
We don't know what happened. Moody was fine. All of a sudden, he said he couldn't breathe. Just keeled over.
Poor little... After all he's been through to be put down by a heart attack.
It wasn't his heart, Billy. The symptoms are too plain for that.
What symptoms?
Say, did you fellas drink any of this?
Yeah, we all did.
Did Moody have any food?
I brought that over from the hotel myself.
No doubt about it. Arsenic. There's enough in that meat to finish a bull.
Poison?
Yeah, but who?
It's all my fault. Moody told me there'd be more than one killer. Andy, aside from Billy and myself, anyone else get close to that tray?
Half the town, Pat. The hotel was crowded. I had to come through the plaza.
Was anyone else in the dining room when you picked it up?
Case was there. And that pot and pan drummer. He was trying to sell the cook his copper line.
Patrick, just being close to that food ain't enough. I mean, it ain't enough to make an arrest.
It's enough to start with. Doc, I'm going to need your help.
Just name it, Pat.
I'll need the key to your office and your promise that nobody will be told about Moody until tomorrow.
Yeah, but I don't understand.
Whoever killed Moody can't be sure that arsenic worked. If we circulate word that he's still alive,
He might make another try.
Oh, no, that's too much of a long chance.
it's the only chance we've got, Billy. By this time tomorrow, the killer will be long gone. I couldn't stop him even if I knew who he was. Andy, you go out and spread the word that Moody's sick. He's going to have to spend the night in Doc Hogan's office. Just make sure you don't mention that Billy and I are going to be there, too.
Right, Pat.
What do you mean that Billy and I are going to be there? This ain't gonna work, Patrick. Man'd be a fool to fall for a stunt like this.
Taking risks is part of a professional killer's job, Billy.
Dog must have buried some dead rats around here.
Might as well get used to it. We're gonna be here a long time.
It's getting on past 2. I ain't been up this late since that gal from...
I heard something.
From the alley out back.
This way.
Patrick, you're loco.
Quiet.
Out for a midnight stroll, Miss Potter?
Lucy.
Oh, Sheriff. Mr. Bonney, you startled me.
Patrick, how'd you know?
The tray, Billy. She got closer to it than anyone else.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It was a bluff, Miss Potter, and a waste of ammunition. Your arsenic finished Moody off 5 hours ago. That was your second mistake. Without this, I couldn't have proven anything. Let's go.
So that's it. Greer hired Bodine and me to do the job. I was to cover him posing as a mail order bride. Try and get you out of town.
Yeah. Stage ready. All right, Andy.
When that didn't work, Bodine made his play. He would not listen to me. I told him over and over again, poison is the easiest. It would have worked fine, too.
Yeah, fine for Moody.
That statement of his will accomplish what he started out to do, and her testimony will serve the same purpose. Greer won't walk away from this one. Shall we?
If you ever run into a gent by the name of Hadlebird, tell him he got off real easy.
Planning an expedition, Billy?
You name it, Patrick. Going to New York, St. Louis, maybe even Paris, France. That's where I'm heading.
It sounds more like you're heading into the bank robbing business.
Listen, boy, I don't have to. I got a pot of gold. Right about right there, Patrick.
Billy, that's Jickarilla country. Last I heard, they were more interested in hair pieces than gold.
What if your Apache's to a millionaire? Listen, just feast your eyes on this. Look at it. Not that I don't trust you, Patrick, but you know when it's gold at stake, you know how it is.
Uh-huh. If it's not asking too much, would you mind telling me where you got that?
Johnny Red.
Johnny Red? Billy, he's been digging up there for over 30 years. You don't really think that...
Well, I think he's finally hit it. Listen, Patrick, why would Johnny send me a map? Tell me meet him up there, San Miguel.
Well, that town's been abandoned for better than 10 years.
That's right, it has, Patrick, and that's what makes it sound interesting to me. See, the story goes, an old Spanish mine up here somewhere ain't never been found up until now. About a year ago, Patrick, I stake told Johnny to a month's digging money. And I laughed when he said he's going to pay me back, but I ain't laughing now. So, you have an old red carpet staked out for me. And when I get back, I might just I'd buy you a cup of coffee or something.
Good luck, Billy. You're going to need it.
To lose every one of them fat little fingers.
Well, now, look, ma'am,
I'll hear you a lot better when you're about a pound lighter. Better. It's getting so late, you can't take a bath in peace nowadays. Now, just who are you?
Billy Bunny.
Well, Billy Bunny, what are you doing poking around my buggy?
What do you mean poking around, whatever you...
Her name's Sadie Wren.
You're Sadie Wren. When a fella finds a buggy busted down out here with a busted axle about 30 miles from nowhere, it usually means a little trouble, wouldn't you say?
So helpful. You'll find tools in the back. And there's no need to rush. That creek back yonder and I hardly got acquainted.
I don't want to sound like I'm poking around or anything like that, Miss Wren, but you don't strike me much like, like the Indian fighting type, you know what I mean?
Maybe. But I'm a pretty fair hand in a saloon fight.
Yeah, I just bet you are. What are you doing way out here?
3 things. I'm trying to take a bath. I'm waiting for you to fix that axle. And heading for a place footprint on the map called San Miguel.
San Miguel? Wait. You know a fellow by the name of Johnny Red?
Sure, Johnny and me are.
Yeah, he gave you a piece of this map, is that right?
Are you heading for San Miguel, too?
Yeah, that's where I'm heading. So I guess we're going to be partners.
Well, it suits me. I never did know how to drive this buggy. Oh, Billy, about this partnership. It doesn't stretch past these trees, agreed?
All right. Oh, by the way, next time you point that cannon at someone, you better make sure it's loaded.
I can't. They don't make percussion cap cartridges anymore. I do better with a stick anyway. Won't be long.
This ain't a town, Sadie. It's a fort. One way in here, one way out.
It don't look like much to me.
Yeah, there's a gold mine, Sadie. You start digging for it. Come on, let's go. Well, looks like we got here ahead of Johnny.
This place gives me the creeps.
Why? Never heard of a ghost yet who can handle a gun.
Or molest so lovely a lady. Allow me. I'm Jason Cutter. To whom do I have the pleasure of addressing?
William Bonney. This is Miss Sadie Wren. We're looking for Johnny Red.
Why not? Mr. Red was always a magnanimous man, especially with the fair sex.
Do you know Johnny?
Not well, but wisely, as the saying goes. You see, I'm here for the same thing you are.
Another partner here.
In what was undoubtedly an alcoholic moment, I befriended Mr. Red. He made a promise of a reward, which I'm sure he did with both of you. So, as one beneficiary to the other, welcome to San Miguel. Oh, forgive me, habit of a lifetime is difficult to break. Please, come in. It's not St. Louis, but it has its points. As you can see, our tardy prospector friend has provided us with food and an excellent brand of whiskey.
All it's missing is a piano and a bartender quartet.
Plus Johnny Red, which don't make sense.
Oh, Mr. Barney, it's a wise man who takes life as it comes, especially the good things.
A laudable sentiment, Major Cutter, but like yourself, most impractical.
Where did you come from?
Come from? Why, I've been right here for this week past now, waiting for you.
Well, it would appear that Mr. Red has cut the entire territory in on his gold mine.
For some reason, you look... Who are you?
Surely you haven't forgotten me already, Miss Wren. Look again, all of you.
Cromwell.
Judge Cromwell, if you please.
Why, you...
Precisely, Major. I tried your case, as I did with Miss Wren and Mr. Bonney.
What are you doing here?
Well, it's really quite simple, Miss Wren. I came to San Miguel to correct a mistake. 3 mistakes, as a matter of fact. You must forgive the setting and the rather melodramatic aspects of our reunion. However, it was necessary for me to ensure my ends and in order to secure seclusion.
Well, what about Johnny Red and the gold?
Well, to ensure your presence here, I needed a strong inducement. And what better lure than the legendary Mr. Red and a long-lost gold mine?
Serves me right, chasing rainbows at my age.
You said you brought us here to correct a mistake, Cromwell. What mistake?
7 months ago, Mr. Bonney, you appeared before my court on a murder charge.
And I was acquitted.
Only because of Sheriff Garrett's testimony. And Miss Wren. There was a gambling man in Rim Rock.
That was self-defense.
So stated the jury.
Darn tootin'. That gambler wasn't in my room at midnight to pass the time exactly.
Possibly. However, I rendered another verdict. And Major Cutter, the massacre of Arroyo Blanco, what was it, 60 killed?
I made a mistake. I paid for it.
No, you deserve the death penalty. All of you. And I am here to see that it is carried out.
By what authority, Cromwell? This ain't no court of law here.
Justice needs no court. And the law is an end unto itself. "10 years ago, I vowed to punish all wrongdoers who walked out of my courts free. You three are but few of many.
Have you done this before?
And I shall continue to do so until people like you can no longer corrupt society."
Whatever Sadie and Cutter did here, Cromwell, is their own business. But if a jury acquitted them, that's good enough for me. So as far as I'm concerned, this kangaroo court is closed.
Characteristic, Mr. Bonney. Most characteristic. However, this time your weapon is useless. Horace. My executioner. To him you are worth exactly $10 each. You can collect now, Mr. Bonney, or later. Take your choice. Oh, you must forgive Horace's manners. His tongue was removed by the Chiricahua, something to do with remarks about a squaw.
Now look, no man has the right to play God.
That is because not enough men try. I've provided food and drink for the night, the last meal for the condemned, you might call it. The executions begin at daybreak, unless, of course, you choose to try to escape during the night. Since your horses have been removed, and since there's only one route from San Miguel, that would be foolhardy. Good day.
Between a grizzly and a cat. I can out-drink, out-fight, and out-spit any man this side of Sacramento. Hey, don't just root there, friend. Pass some of that happy juice around. Hey, reach on the house, everybody. Serve the ladies first. Step right up and wet your face with Johnny Red. The best hard rock man who ever looked the wrong end of a shovel in the face. Hey, boy, don't pat that piano. Play it. I'll tell you when it's time for a funeral. All right, Johnny Red can keep a river running. Well, butt me up. It's about time, Pat. Figured I'd have to rip the joint down before you shoot that ugly face.
How are you, Johnny?
Oh, only half drunk, Pat. But I'll be fine time I surround another quarter, too. Say, where's that little drunk Billy Barnett?
Isn't he with you?
Nope.
What about San Miguel and that Spanish map?
You been cooking your own mash, Pat? I just pulled in from Nevada. Ain't prospected San Miguel for a year or more. What's this map talk?
That's what I'd like to know.
Hey, where are you going?
Prospecting.
Walter, give me that drink. You don't want me to perish of thirst right here and now, do you?
See anything?
There won't be. That breed likes it dark.
What are we going to do?
My personal prescription, Miss Wren. Guaranteed to dull the sharpest pain.
I got a better recipe than that, Cutter. I got a .22 caliber rimfire ticket out of here.
When I pick a partner, I really pick one.
Mr. Bonney, your reputation doesn't do you justice. Very clever.
It's a little trick I picked up in jail, Cutter. Comes in handy every once in a while.
How come you waited till now to pull out that pea shooter?
Matter of timing, Sadie. Without this dark out here, this thing is just a hunk of iron.
It's a question of range, Miss Wren. Derringer is virtually useless beyond 20 feet.
All right, the way I figured, Cutter's got the only trail out of here blocked off. So I'm going to lead off. You two follow me. Stay close. Sadie, no noise.
I never argue with a partner, especially one with a gun in his hand.
Well, that did it. We're pinned down here and nothing we can do about it.
Quite so. There is nothing we can do about it.
Have you gone loco?
I've never been more sane in my life. Mr. Bunny is right. 3 people have no chance against that rifle. But alone, armed with this, my chances are excellent.
Cromwell was right. You aren't a member of the human race.
Well, for what it's worth, my apologies. I'm only sorry that all of us didn't find the rainbow's end.
You might as well relax, Billy. You can't walk the night away.
I'm sorry, Sadie. I never was much fun for talking and thinking at the same time.
It is time. Quite a disappointment. I expected more from a man of Bonnie's caliber, much more.
He's coming.
Oh, Gabriel, blow your horn.
Sadie, we can fight back.
With what?
Keep his attention, I'll show you. You make him think I've gone, that you're alone.
But how?
You start with a smile. Nature, I'll take care of the rest.
His eyes will stay on me, I promise.
Now remember, Sadie, I've gone. And Sadie, if this thing don't work out,
Partner with your muscles and my brain, it can't miss.
all right.
Well, good morning, friend. Oh, the other one left by the back door. After saying goodbye. And him with such a baby face. You know, you men are all alike. Think because a girl has a couple of drinks with you, you can do anything you want. Come on in, Charlie. And shut the door. I'm lonesome, and you look like nice, sociable company. You know, that boss of yours may be a bum in other ways, but he sure buys good whiskey. Come on, Charlie, let's have a party. You know, no matter what Cromwell pays you, I know I could do a lot better.
All right, Sadie. Now we got a little execution of our own.
What was that for?
It's for Cromwell. You might call it an invitation to our funeral. Well, this time he's going to get a surprise. Go on, Sadie. You take a good look.
It appears I underestimated you, Mr. Bonney. A pity. This is the first time that Horace has failed. Well, what are you waiting for?
You, Cromwell. I want to see you crawl.
Then I'm afraid you will have a long wait.
Billy, it's over. Leave it at that.
No. It ain't over yet, Sadie. Not yet.
Billy, what's this all about?
What do you say, Patrick? You're just in time to witness an execution here.
Go ahead, Bonney. Finish it. Show us what kind of a man you are.
Billy, whatever this is about, that rifle won't settle it.
He's right, Billy. Kill Cromwell now and you'll just be finishing what he started. Your own execution.
What's the matter, Bonney? You know how to use that rifle. Pull the trigger.
No, Cromwell. It's too easy. I want the rest of the world to see you for what you are. Patrick, he's all yours. Ready? Where do you figure on going?
Oh, I don't know, Billy. Every time I stay in one place too long, my feet start itching. Besides, you and Sheriff Garrett don't need me to get Cromwell and his hatchet man back to Lincoln.
Seems to me I recall something about a partnership.
Well, I'll remember that next time I hear about a pot of gold. Bye, Billy.
Hi, Andy.
Morning, Pat. You waiting for the mail?
Uh-huh. Here she comes now.
something, Pat.
Careful, Ken.
I can still walk, my dear.
Maybe you better take some of your medicine. I hope the hotel isn't far. Pat Garrett?
Isabel Randall. How long has it been?
Montgomery Street School.
Freckle face, lost your place.
Bet you can't run a race.
What are you doing in New Mexico?
She's traveling with her husband. She isn't called Randall anymore. She's Mrs. Henry Stewart.
The mineral waters improve Henry's health.
Well, they've helped a lot of people. It's a long trip from Atlanta. You must be tired.
That's why we decided to stop here for a few days. Henry's doctors advised him to travel very slowly.
How about it, Pat?
Oh.
Oh, I'm sorry, ma'am.
It isn't your fault. The clasp was loose. I meant to have it fixed before we left home.
You've broken the letter opener.
What? I'll have it fixed for you, Mrs. Stewart. Good as new.
That's all right. That'll be fine.
Hotel's right over here. I brought you some guests, Jack. They're friends of mine. Treat them right. I'll drop by later to see how you're getting along.
Thank you for everything, Pat.
That was my pleasure. I hope you feel better.
Goodbye, Mr. Garrett. I'm Henry Stewart. I wired ahead for accommodations.
Oh, yeah, Mr. Stewart. I got a letter for you. Came yesterday.
A letter? Let me have it.
Yeah, right here, sir.
From Dr. Wilkins.
I gave you the biggest room we got, just like your wire said.
Very well. Get the bags.
Yes, sir. This way, please.
Did he tell you what's causing the fainting spells?
No, he didn't say.
Well, what about the laboratory reports?
Dr. Wilkins says they aren't completed yet.
I see. Well, then they still haven't really found out what's wrong with you.
Just that it's some kind of blood disorder. Were you hoping for bad news, my dear?
Bad news? What do you mean?
Stop pretending that the prospect of becoming a rich widow doesn't appeal to you.
You can't really believe that.
Rich widows are in demand, especially the desirable ones. You are desirable. To every man that sees you, Her envy's very flattering. What is it?
The deputy sheriff, Andy.
Another of your admirers.
Oh, I hope I didn't disturb you, Mr. Stewart.
What do you want?
I came to return this. Tell Mrs. Stewart that the glue takes a while to harden good.
Very well. Even he plays Lancelot to your Guinevere. How many Lancelots have there been?
Henry, please.
I'm sorry. It's very gauche of me to notice your little flirtations 1,000 parts. As I was saying, a widow would be spared these little inconveniences. But not always, my dear. Not always.
Hello, Pat. Sorry to have kept you waiting.
It was worth it. You're a picture.
Thank you. Henry selected this dress and hat. I just hope they're not too overdone.
They're beautiful, beautiful, and so are you. I can't believe the freckle-faced imp I went to school with has become such a lovely woman.
I wish I could be that freckled-faced little girl again. Just for a while.
Now, let's try to make it today, shall we?
All right, but we mustn't be gone too long. Henry seems much weaker today.
Oh, well, if you'd rather postpone
Oh,
it.
Pat, I can't. He insisted I go with you. He became terribly upset when I suggested staying home.
Well, he probably thinks you need to get out of the hotel room, and he's right. A little fresh air will do you good.
Lady sure is dressed mighty fancy, ain't she?
And her with a sick husband upstairs.
Isabel. Hey, my wife, please.
There. Take it easy, Mr. Stewart. Take it easy.
Get my wife.
Yes, yes. There.
Get my wife, please. She's with Garrett.
Right.
She has my medicine.
All right, get her right.
I need it quickly.
Right away, Mr. Stewart. Now,
quickly.
Take it easy. Take it. There's a man inside there. He looks like he's dying. His wife's out with Pat Garrett in the old Humor Road. Go and get her quick.
Are you sure you don't want a doctor?
Oh, no. No, I've had these attacks before. They pass as soon as I take the medicine.
I'll never forgive myself. I was sure I left it on the table. I don't know how it got in my
That was
bag.
just an unfortunate accident, Isabel. Stop blaming yourself.
Yes, my dear. Be thankful that you got back in time. I am. Mr. Garrett, if you don't mind, I'd like to get a little rest.
I'll be at my office in case you need me.
You've been wonderful to us, Pat. I don't know how to thank you.
Well, that's what friends are for. You know, you could use some rest, too. Night.
Good night, Pat.
Well, your little romantic interlude has been sadly interrupted, hasn't it, my dear?
Told you, Pat's an old friend, a boy I went to school with, nothing more. Now lie down and try to rest.
So that you can sneak out to your Pat Garrett as soon as I'm asleep? I'm no fool. I heard him tell you how you can reach him.
Henry, you've got to stop imagining these things. It isn't true.
Imagining? Did I imagine that you took my medicine? I know exactly what you're trying to do. You're hoping that I'll die here so that you and Garrett won't have to take the risk of losing track of yourselves again.
No.
Well, luck is with you, Isabel. I am going to die. As a convenience for you.
What are you talking about? What do you mean?
The letter from Dr. Wilkins. It did contain my laboratory records. The diagnosis is blood dysphasia. I have less than 3 months to live.
Henry. Oh, my poor dear, you should have told me.
Get out! Your lies sicken me. Get back to your Pat Garrett.
You really do believe I'm lying?
Yes, I do. You've never fooled me. You've always lied to me.
You sound as if you hate me.
I do. I've hated you as long as I've known you.
Then why did you marry me? Why?
Because you're beautiful. So many men wanted you. I was determined to capture that prize. Prize I'll never lose. As long as I can choose where and how I die. Isabel, what are you doing here? What happened? So, my dear brother, I've every reason to suspect that Isabel and her lover will try to murder me.
He told me to get out. To get out because he hated me. Oh, Pat, what am I going to do? I think he's losing his mind.
Now, Isabel, I'll talk to him. Maybe I can...
Sheriff Garrett. It's her husband, Mr. Stewart. He's laying on the floor in their room. He's been stabbed in the back.
Jack says that Garrett came a-calling. He came a-calling every afternoon. Didn't make any difference what a sick husband thought.
Yeah, that's right.
Now, you know as well as I do that a pretty woman can wrap a man right around her finger. Tight. So tight he let her get away with anything. Even murder. I tell you that Mr. Stewart was sick. He couldn't protect himself. He didn't have a chance. She killed him in cold blood.
Neatest frame I ever saw, Isabel. I just can't figure out how he did it.
Well, even if it were true, I mean, what Henry's letter says, why would I try to kill him? I knew he had only 3 months to live.
I have only your word for that. That's good enough for me, but not for Judge.
If only we could find that medical report from Henry's doctor in Atlanta. I know it was at the desk when we arrived.
Yes, but where is it now?
I don't know. Henry read it before we got to the room. Maybe he destroyed it.
Isabel, did you see him read it?
No, I never saw it again after the clerk gave it to him.
Wasn't Henry wearing a duster the day you got here?
Yes,
Where is it?
in there.
Atlanta General Hospital. Laboratory report and diagnosis. This is it, of course. Diagnosis, dysphagia of the blood, cause unknown, cure unknown, characteristic progress of the disease, increasing weakness, and fainting over a 3-month period, culminating in death.
And there's Dr. Wilkins' signature. Oh, Pat, thank heavens.
We're not out of the woods yet, Isabel. Well, it gives us a reason why he might have killed himself, but it doesn't tell us how. Isabel, I'm going back on over to the office. You lock the door. Don't let anybody in here till I get back.
I understand.
Isabel, I'm taking you into custody for your own protection.
Look at him. Look at him up there. Making up to each other in the same room where she killed him. You know the night of the stabbing? Well, Jack told me he went looking for the sheriff, and he found him all right. There they was, hugging and kissing. I tell you, they both planned this together. She did the killing, but he's going to protect her from the law.
I say you're a liar.
And how come she ain't in jail? You tell me that.
Because she hasn't committed a crime.
She was ugly. She'd sure be in jail, all right. Oh, she didn't cotton to the sheriff.
I called you a liar, mister.
It ain't over yet.
I said that's enough.
Now, what's this all about?
A bunch of us was talking. He got rough.
Talking about what?
About the murder. Folks in town got it figured out who done it. And they feel maybe she ought to be locked up.
I'll decide who ought to be locked up.
And this town wants justice done, Sheriff.
So do I.
Mrs. Stewart has been advised not to leave town until the circuit judge arrives and I can give him a full report.
What's it going to say, that Mr. Stewart stabbed himself in the back?
I'm investigating Henry Stewart's death thoroughly. If he was murdered, the law will take its course.
You bet it will, Sheriff. No matter what you tell the judge.
That kind of talk can get you into trouble. So can throwing rocks. Now, all of you, break this up. I'll throw the whole bunch of you in jail. Move. Andy, from now on, you act in the line of duty. That's all. Mrs. Stewart and I haven't done anything that needs defending.
I was just choosing sides, Pat. You're going to need somebody on yours.
No, I'm not. I've got enough trouble. You stay out of it.
The crowd down the saloon filling up on liquid courage, talking about having a trial. And Mrs. Stewart isn't the only one they're accusing.
Yeah, I figured it'd come to that.
We've got to get proof that she's innocent, Pat, or you and I are going to be pretty busy.
I know it, Andy. I know it. I got a feeling I'm overlooking something. Something obvious.
Well, that jewel breakout again?
What do you mean?
Well, you remember, I broke it the day they arrived. But I had it fixed and gave it back to Mrs. Stewart.
You had it fixed?
Yeah, the glue wasn't hard yet, but, What's the matter? Where are you going?
To get Isabel. We're going back to the hotel room.
you better stay down here.
Crowd.
Don't worry about the crowd, Isabel. Andy will take care of that. Now, Isabel, the last time you saw this letter opener.
The jewel's missing.
That's right. Was it missing the last time you saw it?
No, it was there.
Then it must be somewhere in this room. But where? I've searched the room thoroughly. I haven't been able to find a trace of it. Now, assuming that medical report drove your husband to kill himself and his mental state was such that he wanted to make it look like murder, his body was lying right there, face down. Now, that means he must have fallen from this position. The wound was right here, right between his shoulder blades. Now, you can see that with him standing up against this wall, it would have been physically impossible for anyone to have stabbed him in the back. Therefore, he must have found some way to rig this knife. That missing jewel should be inside the closet.
He did do it. Oh, poor Henry. And if it hadn't been for you, Pat, people might not have accepted the evidence. I'll never forget you, Pat.
Yeah. Just stay happy, Isabel, and write me from Atlanta. Let me know how things are going.
Of course I will. God bless you, Pat.
Goodbye, Isabel. All right, Charlie. Get up!
Howdy. You the sheriff?
That's right, Pat Garrett.
Bart Tugwell. My brother Luke, our sister Sally.
How do you do? You're not from around Lincoln, are you?
No, we rode all the way down from Provo, Utah.
Planning on settling here?
Nope. We're looking for a low-down skunk ought to be hung from...
Bart, don't go talking that way about him.
I'm sorry, sis. It's because of sis we come to Lincoln. We're looking for a fella passed through Provo about a year and a half back.
What's his name?
William Bonney. Oh, well, maybe you've heard of him by another calling. Billy the Kid?
understand this. You're looking for William Bonney, Billy the Kid. You know of him? You sure he's the one you want?
Sheriff, I reckon we ought to know the name of our own sister's husband.
Her husband.
Yes, I'm Sally Bonney, Mrs. William Bonney. I would be called Mrs. Billy the Kid, would I, Bart?
Of course not. Yeah, okay, come right on in here. Perhaps you'd better explain this whole thing to me. Sit right down here.
Well, now, you know him, or don't you?
Just settle down, mister. You'll get more help out of me that way. Now then.
Well, this Bonnie, he come up to Provo on a cattle drive about a year and a half back.
Uh-huh.
I was buying supplies in town the day I met him.
Uh-huh.
Luke and me was out to the farm, so we never did get a chance to stop him from marrying up that very day.
It was a regular whirlwind courtship, like in the books.
First thing we knowed about it was when Sally come back to the farm that night. This Bonnie, he told her he still had some business to settle up about them cattle, but that he'd pick her up in a month.
We didn't like that part, not at all. But when we rode out to his camp, everybody had cleared out.
Anyways, Sally, she waited for him to come back.
Oh, I'm just sure he's intended to come home all along.
Now, Sally, it's been over a year.
Well, I know that, Bart Tugwell, but, well, he just didn't seem like the kind to go off and leave me and not come back unless there was a good reason. Like an accident or something.
You only saw him one day, and then it was only for a few hours. How do you know what kind he is?
Now, never you mind. We women have a way of knowing these little things.
This is your child?
Yes, Billy Jr. Would you like to meet him?
Oh, Sally, we ain't got time for all that now. Luke, take Sally over to the hotel and put her up there.
Well, this is my business, too.
Now, Sally, do as I say.
All right, but just don't go talking about Billy behind my back.
She just can't seem to get it through her head that this Billy the Kid is a snake in the grass. I want to be able to talk straight with you.
All right, then. I'll talk straight with you. There is a young man named William Bonney who lives around here, but this doesn't sound like him at all. He's not the kind of a fellow to marry a girl and then run out on her.
You ever been up around Provo?
I doubt it. Billy's been on a lot of cattle drives, but I don't recall him ever mentioning Provo.
This fella passed with a gun?
Yes.
Not a big man, but got himself a reputation, so folks talk about it.
Yes.
Sounds like the same fella to me.
Well, Billy isn't the only one in this territory to fit that description. I'll tell you what. I'll ride out to the ranch where he works, and I'll bring her back in with me. Then you and your sister can see for yourself. That fair enough?
Fair enough.
Hey, Sam. This sure is some coffee you got here.
Yeah? Made it the same as I always do.
Listen, Sam, if you got any left over, you got to save me some, ain't you?
Save it?
Yeah, we got a cougar up the line camp and get us a little trouble. I thought maybe this stuff wasn't poison if nothing would.
You ain't even old enough to be drinking coffee, let alone judging it.
You gonna ride up to your line shack today, Charlie?
No. I'm going to pack my gear this afternoon and start out early tomorrow morning.
What are you doing up here? You up here on a business pleasure? What?
They might call it business, Billy.
Well, you came to the right place. You got the biggest bunch of cutthroats and thieves north of the Rio Grande right in this room.
Now, right now, you're the one I want.
Well, whose bar mirror did I bust this time?
No bar mirrors, Billy. This is something of a private matter.
Well, these are all my friends here. I mean, I got no secrets. Not this week, anyway.
All right. There's a girl in town who says that you married her about a year ago.
How's that again?
She says that you're her husband, and she's come here to find you.
Oh. What do you mean, Patrick? Me married? Listen, I've done some fool things in my time, but I ain't never been that much of a fool.
That's what I figured.
You've been keeping things from us, Billy.
Oh, now, Sammy, boy, listen, I couldn't find a wife who'd cook me the kind of slop you got me used to, you know that.
You want some coffee, Pat?
Yeah, thanks, Sam. Well, I'll just explain to her that you weren't anywhere near Provo last year, and that should settle it.
You say Provo?
Yeah, she says that you were up there at Provo on a cattle drive. That's when she met you. Thanks, Sam.
She said about a year ago.
Uh-huh.
Hey, that's in Utah, ain't it?
Yeah.
Well, come on, Billy boy, speak up. You know dang well it was over a year ago September you took 100 head up there. Oh, ain't that right, Charlie?
Oh, I don't recollect.
Well, I sure do, and there's no doubt about it, boy.
Well, Billy?
Yeah, I was in Provo about a year ago, I guess, Patrick, but now that don't mean that I had...
I think you better meet this girl. What are you so riled up about?
Who's riled up?
I sent for Sally. All you have to do is meet her. That should settle it.
Oh, now, look, Patrick, just because that's in Utah don't mean nothing, does it? I mean, lots of people go to Utah.
I know, Billy, I know. I believe you. Understand?
Billy?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, hello.
How are you? Well, you want to tell him now I ain't your husband?
Oh, well, you're Billy, ain't you?
Oh, yes, ma'am, but...
Oh, Billy, you don't think I'd ever forget you, do you? Oh, I want to thank you for bringing us back together.
Oh, now, come on, lady. You tell him you ain't never seen me before.
Billy, I love you a powerful lot, but I can't lie about this. Not even for you.
Yeah, I don't know what she's up to. I don't know what a game is, Patrick, but...
All right, Billy, all right. Now, Mrs. Bonnie, Miss Sally, you've got to be very careful about this. You only saw your husband for a few hours. That was over a year ago. Now, are you sure this is the man?
Oh, of course I am. We had such a wonderful time together. He told me all about himself. He even mentioned you. He said that Pat Garrett was the only man in town that was as fast with a gun as he is.
I never talked to you in my life, lady. Patrick, this is all just a bunch of lies.
Billy, I don't hold nothing against you for staying away for so long.
What are you doing, Don't? What are you...
Don't you love me even a teeny bit?
No, I don't love you. I never seen you before, lady. I ain't your husband.
Mrs. Bonnie, Sally. Billy, no matter what your story is, you shouldn't have hurt the girl's feelings.
Well, what do you want me to do, Patrick? You want me to admit I'm her husband?
Billy, when you were up there in Provo, are you sure? You know, sometimes too many drinks.
All right, Patrick, I ain't sticking around here for no more of this. I'm heading out to Lincoln County right now, and I ain't coming back until this thing blows over.
That him? Nobody treats my sister.
Hold on, Bart. He's Sally's husband. Remember that.
Enough. I won't have any of this.
What'd he do to her? She come crying back to the hotel.
Nobody did anything. We're just trying to get to the facts.
Well, I'm going to make one fact real clear. If you don't start acting like a proper husband to Sally, I'm going to make her a widow.
Are you going to hold me here or not?
I got rid of her two brothers. Now, don't you stir me up.
Well, you ain't got no charges to hold me on.
Well, there's always desertion, none support.
All right, Patrick. All right. What is it you want?
I want to talk to you, Billy. I want to talk to you as a friend. You just forget that I'm wearing this badge, huh? You see, Billy, there comes a time when every man has to, well, sort of take stock. Look at what his life's been, where it's going.
Mm-hmm. Well, what does that have to do with me, Patrick?
Now, Billy, there's probably no satisfaction in life greater than a home and a family, coming home to a wife and kids every night.
Oh, now, wait just a minute, Patrick.
You just hear me out. There's some men who run away from that kind of life. They do anything to keep from getting married. They're fools, I'd say. Now, maybe you've been that kind, and in lots of ways, so have I, but it's not too late to change, Billy.
What are you figuring on getting married?
Of course not. You know what I'm trying to say.
I sure do, boy. And if you figure on talking me into saying I'm married to that gal, you just ain't about to.
Billy, I'm just trying to give you some fatherly advice.
Well, you ain't old enough to be my father, Patrick. Besides which, you don't believe a word of all that palaver yourself.
That doesn't make any difference whether I believe it or not. But it looks like you're going to have to start believing it.
Listen, I got the best chance in the world for that little gal out there, Patrick. I'm going to hop on my old pony and go put a lot of miles between this town and me.
You're going to stay right here in Lincoln County till this is settled. You ride out, I'll come after you myself.
Well, I just might have to chance that, Patrick, because you're already against me anyway.
Billy, I'm doing everything I can to clear this up. I've written to Provo for a copy of the marriage license. But you're being in Provo last year and the girl identifying, and that doesn't make my job easy. How long were you in Provo now?
Oh, we camped there, I guess, about a day.
And you never saw the girl?
Oh, no one from town came out to camp.
I mean, when you went into town.
I never went in. I rested up in camp all day.
Who else knew you stayed in camp all the time?
Well, I don't know. I hired mostly new men for that job, you know, except maybe Charlie Botts. He was there. He would know.
That's right out to the ranch if Charlie backs up your word.
Yeah. Charlie?
Yeah. He decided to go on up to the line shack after all.
Oh, it's a long trip up there.
I'll ride up there myself. I think I'd better talk to him alone anyway.
What's the matter? Don't you trust me, Patrick?
I wouldn't want to have to charge you with intimidating a witness, Billy. Stay put until you hear from me.
Where is she?
Where's who?
Your wife. Figured you'd be bringing her back here with you.
No, Sally, don't carry on so. Me and Bart will take care of you. Well, he ain't worth crying over.
Luke.
I've just been looking for that sheriff. He's gone and no sign of Billy Barney.
You think he cleared out?
I ain't sure. But I found out the ranch that Barney's working at, and I found out something else. Seems that sheriff's a friend of Barney's. I ain't count on any help from him.
What do we do?
Come daybreak, you and me gonna ride out to that ranch. We're gonna face Barney. Either he owns up to everything, or we're gonna shoot him down.
Everybody says he's awful fast with a gun.
Now, that don't make no difference. Now, either he'll wind up dead, or we will. But either way, we'll know we done the right thing.
All right, everybody up. Roll up. Let's move it then. Come on, ham and eggs is on the table. Let's go. Coffee's getting cold. Move it up.
Hey, Sam, it ain't even light yet, is it?
That's all right, we'll be in an hour. Let's go, man. Move it out, though. Breakfast waiting. Here we go. Be there in a little while. You just make yourself comfortable. You stay right here. I figured you wanted someplace where you could be nice and alone. That's one of the reasons I got rid of these galoots. Now you stay right there.
What do you mean? What are you talking about, Sam? What is it?
Hello?
Now, what's all this? What do you mean, Sam? Sam?
A nice man at the livery stable drove me out, and the cook's been real nice, and
Yeah, what are you doing out here to see me?
I wanted to warn you. My brothers, they worked up something awful, and they're coming here to kill you.
Oh, yeah? Well, that's your tough luck, then. Why are you telling me this?
Because I still love you, Billy, no matter what you do.
Yeah, now, look, miss.
A Mrs.
Yeah, all right, Mrs.
A Bonnie.
Yeah, no, Bonnie,
Oh,
no.
Billy, if it was just me, maybe I wouldn't come here like this. Crawling on my knees, begging you to come home, but I figure I owe this to our son, Billy Jr. You ain't never even seen him. Would you like to?
Well, now, look, I ain't his father.
Here, look.
Yeah.
He's a nice baby, but I don't mean anything.
I thought for the sake of our child.
It's your child, ma'am, not mine, yours.
Billy, why don't you stop fibbing? Now, you know we'd be happy together once you got used to
Now, look, ma'am, once and for all, I ain't your husband, and I ain't this baby's father, and I ain't Billy Bunny. Oh, no, yeah, I am Billy Bunny. Oh.
Raise your voice, you scared Billy.
Oh, don't try me. Don't. Why don't you just go away, please? Go away.
Get some more milk from the cook. Billy's hungry.
Ma'am, Sally, don't you think your crying's going to have any effect on me? Here? Sally, I'm holding this baby here ain't going to change me one bit. That's what you're thinking. I know that's what you're thinking. You just stop that crying right now, Sally. I mean, just stop it. You hear? Sally. Don't you start in on me now, baby.
He'll be in the bunkhouse.
You sure Sally didn't hear us leaving?
Didn't hear a sound out of either her or the baby.
Ma'am, you want to take him? Take him. Oh. I don't think this baby likes me. Please, Sally, listen to me. Come on now.
Neither of us. Nobody wants us. Ain't we any good at all?
Yeah, come on now. Please, Sally, don't you understand?
Sally, how'd you get here?
Don't shoot.
Well, I'll be doggone. Looked like they snuck off behind our backs and made up after all.
Is that right, Sally?
No, that ain't right. I mean, just because she's here now and I'm holding this baby here, that don't mean nothing.
Now, you step outside. You low down, dirty.
Boys, remember Sally.
All right. Yeah, all right. I'll be happy to oblige you. Want to hold her, baby? Looks to me like I'm going to have to kill these two pig-headed brothers of yours. What's it going to be? You going to be me against both of you and no shotgun?
No, it'll be a fair fight. I'll face you with my pistol, and if I don't get you, then Luke will go next.
Well, then, mister, you ain't picked yourself a fair fight. Start shooting, one thing I want to say, I never was even in the town of Provo, and I never met your sister before. I got a witness to that. Since you're both in a hurry to die, you probably don't want to wait around long enough for me to prove it, huh?
You can lie your way out of this.
All right. I'll walk to that tree over there. When I turn around, we start shooting.
Sally, get out of the way.
You ain't shooting Billy.
I gotta. Now, I'm doing this for you.
For me? He's my husband, Bart.
Sally, you just don't understand these things. Now, this is man's business.
Well, I'm a woman, Bart, and I understand getting a husband ain't so darned easy. Sometimes you just gotta overlook these little faults.
Like him not wanting you.
Well, sometimes it ain't easy for a bachelor to get used to the idea of settling down.
Now, Sally, get out of the way.
Forget it, Bart. Charlie here can tell you that Billy never stepped foot inside of Provo.
You got some friend to lie for him, is that it?
Oh, no. Charlie and I had a long talk, and I believe every word he says. Charlie! Tell him, Charlie.
Well, that's right. Billy stayed in camp all day.
Thank you, Charlie boy. Well, I guess that ought to settle it, right?
Charlie?
I went into town, though, and I met Sally. I guess I married her.
You know, look kind of familiar. But your name's Charlie.
You tell him the rest, Pat.
Oh, no, you're just doing fine.
Well, I like Sally a lot. Wanted her to think I was something more than I was. I sort of let on that I had a reputation and things. I like Billy. I reckon I started bragging. Well, everybody knew that Billy the Kid was near Provo, and look, I really loved Sally. There's no way to tell her that I'd lied about who I was. I was afraid she wouldn't have me if she found out.
Well, why did you run off once we was married?
I couldn't tell you. I didn't want you to find out what a miserable excuse for a man I was. If I'd have stayed around, you'd have found out. Sally, I'm sorry for what I've done to you. You're the finest person in this whole world. You certainly deserve something more than Charlie Botts.
I could have swore. But now that I've seen you again, well, all I want to know is, are you going to stick around home, or are you the kind to go running off again?
Run off? From you, Sally? Oh, I wouldn't run off.
Well, after all, it was a man I married, not some name. You know, now that I think of it, guess he ain't the spitting image of you.
Reckon you got some regrets coming from us.
There's times a woman don't act like they got anything inside their head, including my own sister. Sorry, mister.
As soon as they're done romancing, we'll travel. Anyway, we'll have another hand for spring planting.
You know, Billy, I'm a little disappointed. For a while there, I had hopes that you'd turn into a solid, respectable married man.
Yeah, I bet you did. Well, not me, Patrick. I ain't going to get married. That's for old men. I don't want to live that long.
Governor, this is Sheriff Pat Garrett.
Governor?
Sheriff, you be seated.
Oh, thanks, sir.
We haven't much time. Garrett, I need a man who can carry out an assignment regardless of cost or consequence, and a man who knows Indians. Now, you served under Major Graves during the war between the states, and he tells me that you are that man. That's why I sent him to Lincoln for you.
The major didn't explain what sort of mission.
Well, those were my orders. Precaution until I talk to you. You see, the major and his men are too well known to carry out the mission. So it has to be somebody not identified with the government. Now, are you interested?
If the major thinks I'm right for it, then I'm interested.
Good. Major, will you explain the mission, please?
What do you know about the Mescalero Apache tribe in the Black Crest Mountains?
To no treaty, Mescalero. Major, they holed up in those mountains 40 years ago, just wanting to be left alone. Even the rest of the Apache tribes yield the trail to those people.
If someone were to stir them up, we'd have the biggest Indian war this territory's ever known, right?
I expect so, yes.
Now, we have many reports of messengers going to that tribe.
Messengers?
Yes. All the information available so far indicates the man receiving those messages is a white man, possibly French. We want to know who that man is and what those messages say.
Major, I don't understand. Why should anyone, particularly a foreigner, want to settle up an Indian war?
Garrett,
Do you remember what happened in Mexico while we were occupied fighting the war between the states?
Yeah. Some European powers took over and put their puppet Maximilian on the throne.
Under the Monroe Doctrine, we guarantee the freedom of Mexico. Now, if our hands are tied fighting an Indian war, there'd be little we could do if France moved again on Mexico.
Governor, you mean the white man you mentioned could be a foreign agent sent in especially to stir up the Apache lodges?
Suspect anybody you meet. Anybody at all. The man might not even seem foreign. He could use any disguise. But get the facts.
Right.
Major, you'll give Garrett a good interpreter, of course.
He'll have Star, sir. I'll take Garrett to his place myself.
Star? That man's afraid of his own shadow.
He's the only man I have available who understands that Mescalero dialect, sir.
Well, I'm sorry we can't offer you better help, Garrett, but good luck.
Thank you, Governor.
Good day, sir.
Major. Hope you don't think I've been to drinking whiskey. I just hold maybe a tablespoonful of it on this terrible bad tooth I got.
Well, you get your hatchet and a 10-penny nail, and I'll knock it out for you.
You're cruel. All soldiers is.
Sergeant, this is Star. He'll be your interpreter with the Mescaleros.
Glad to have you along.
Sure hope you don't scare easy. Them no treaty mescals? Now, Major, you keep sending me on assignments like this, and I'm going to wind up like that picture did in the Bible that kept going back to the well.
On the Army payroll, that's what pictures are for. Now, let's get on with this.
You explain it to your sergeant. I just remembered to water my horse yesterday.
Now, here's your route as far as the rock pools. And I think you better watch your step after that. I suggest you lay up here, this side of the main pass. And if you see any special couriers, report back.
Bring one with me?
Yeah, if you can, without taking unnecessary risks. They caught a missionary in there a while back.
I heard. They took him apart real slow, without killing him.
Hey, Star, when do we see these rock pools? Day after tomorrow, if we're still alive.
How many dialects you know?
Every last one of them. That ain't all. One time I'm stretching the pen down in Chihuahua. Mexican Revolution broke out and I got out of jail, but while I was in there, I picked up enough Spanish to cuss a mule by. Even learned myself how to read and write in it.
It must be a gift.
It sure is all that, Sheriff. One time I married me this here woman up in Manitoba. Never spoke a single solitary word anything but French for better than 8 months. Got the hang of another lingo that nobody uses no more. This professor feller that I was a guiding one summer used to read this Latin. They used it in Rome. I picked that up from him. Hey, listen to them coyoteling out there.
The coyotes?
Them ain't coyotes. Them was Mescal scouts are keeping tab on us.
Stop, they're just coyotes.
Huh, so now you know more about Injuns than what I do. Is that it?
After dark, anyway.
I'll see you tomorrow. Maybe.
Welcome, my friends. I've been expecting you half a day.
You knew we'd be here?
How? A little bird told me, monsieur. A whisper passed through the desert. The coyotes talked of you last night.
That's Apache talk, but you're French. Just who are you, mister?
Monsieur Mayor of La Société de Jésus, or as you would say, a Jesuit priest. Father Gasclin.
Little out of uniform, aren't you?
Indeed. A ship in wolf's clothing, monsieur.
It's kind of a coincidence us meeting here. You wouldn't be carrying a message of any kind, would you?
But of course. To my poor ignorant children of the rocks and sun, I carry humbly the message of eternal salvation.
The kind of a message I had in mind would be in the form of a letter. Like that.
A few personal things only.
Well, look at them hands, Sheriff. Danged if he ain't the same one them savages had a hold of.
Please, monsieur, I beg you.
Take your hands off us, Tom.
Whose side you on, anyhow, Sheriff?
Please, monsieur, do not argue on my account. It is wrong of me to make so much of this thing with my hands. But with these hands of Lucifer, it pains me. It pains me that I cannot perform my priestly function.
What do you mean?
Under church law, such clothes may not perform the blessed sacrifice of the Mass. I am a bird without song, a workman without tools. But if God has willed it, forgive me. Forgive me for pulling away from you.
You know, all that still don't mean that he ain't packing other messages to them savages. The way I heard it told, they stood him barefooted in a bed of hot coals. And they stuck burning cactus stickers in him till he looked like a porcupine. He just stood there and he gospeled at them the fires of Tophet. And that's the ones he calls his poor children.
They are children.
He just said, is that true?
Of course it is not true. Am I a fool to preach eternal punishment to those who are born and will die in purgatory? No. No, when these poor, foolish people do these ugly, terrible things to my body, I narrate to them in their own tongue the story of Bethlehem. And when I told them of the wonderful child laid in a manger, I saw a tear in the eye of a young squaw. It is on this single tear I build today all my hopes.
Sorry. We're forgetting that letter.
By what authority, monsieur?
The authority of the United States government.
Ah, now I comprehend. You take me for a spy, a treacherous little lizard. Monsieur, what gentleman would betray the hospitality of a Grand Republic which asserts equality of all men and women? It's in the of our father.
That's a handsome sentiment, sir.
Surely you still do not wish to see my personal correspondence.
I'm not enjoying this.
It is for my dear beloved mother. She is 73 years old and a saint.
Read it.
Oh, my blushes.
Bertrand, my sweet baby boy, I am much concerned lest in the damp weather you may not at all times wear the warm drawers which I...
It's from his mother. I'm sorry we gave you such a bad time.
Allow me the pleasure of turning the other cheek, messieurs, if you will dine with me this evening. Oh, no. Never decline the personal invitation of a French chef de cuisine.
You shoot these yourself?
On the wing. 5 and 5 shots. With a hunting bow, I am incroyable. Shame on me. Shame on me for boasting of my worldly achievements. And forgive me that I am so stupid not to see your sorrow.
Me, sorrow?
Oh, poof. You grieve only when you fail your duty. But here the pain is old and grievous, penetrating even to the soul. Open your heart to the divine love, mon fils, and you will never fear again. My God, why hast thou forsaken me?
Sir, is it anything I did?
Oh, no. Excuse me that I wake you. My sins are heavy on my soul.
Your sins?
Every hour of every day I rebel against the will of my God. These claws. I toil here in these mountains of despair, deprived of my priestly function. I cannot reconcile myself. I know it's wrong for me to rebel, but I have no hope. Monseigneur, please forgive me and have mercy on me. I am a poor dog whose dear master has shut the door against him.
Please, Father.
At last, my friend, you call me Father. Thank you. Go now, kind Protestant friend, and pray for me.
What's eating on him? He ain't scared no more. We find out he's a spy?
Leave him alone.
I require a promise of you both that you will go no further into the Mescalero. I give you my word as a priest that there is no treason, no conspiracy. I know that you both would not want to be an occasion of sin to my poor savage children.
What kind of a sin exactly?
The terrible sin of murder, my son.
Boy, this sure is a good spot for sleeping. First time I ain't had a bad dream and I don't know when. Hey, where's the Frenchman?
Probably took off before daylight. I've hobbled the horses in reach of the water. Less chance of us being spotted on foot.
Well, there ain't no reason for us to go on now. Besides, we promised him we wouldn't.
I promised him nothing. The thing I was almost sold on him when he made that pitch about us turning back.
Oh, Sheriff, you're just suspicious.
All right? You go on home. You don't know much about the ground up ahead anyway.
Let you go on alone? What kind of a hairpin you take me for anyhow? Sheriff?
Quiet.
Sheriff, you know something? I ain't scared.
What?
It just come to me. I ain't scared at all no more. I ain't been scared a single solitary minute since he laid them hands on me.
As soon as he left us, he warned his Mescalero brothers.
It ain't true. I don't believe it. You know something? I ain't
Shut up.
scared. No use in us getting ourselves killed trying to fight so many of them.
What are they saying?
Oh, they're just jawing about us. Whether they kill us here in camp tonight or take us on back with them and let the rest of the tribe have a chance at us. Do you think it's a miracle, Sheriff?
What was?
When he laid his poor hands on me.
And if you believe in Providence, I suppose everything is a miracle. And we better start believing in it.
Stinking varmint. Said I wasn't even worth scalping. You know, you was wrong about that black girl.
What do you mean?
Well, he's trying to talk him into turning us loose. That young buck yonder, he ain't about to do that. Go! He's challenged that young buck to a fight for her hides.
Fight?
With knives.
If you will hold this for me. Go quickly. The great chief cannot hold his men. While they see you.
You better come with us, father.
No, I am a chief of this nation, and we fear nothing. Goodbye, my friends, and God be with you.
For scouts, you leave a plain trail. What's your report?
We never saw the Mescalero village. There was one white man in there, but he wasn't spying.
You couldn't be more wrong, Sheriff.
Sir?
You ran into that Jesuit. How do I know that? Half the hostiles in the North American continent must be in touch with him. Young Trot-along here just came up from Chihuahua. He's a courier. You can tell that by his shoulder patch. And while you were getting religion on government time, he and I were having quite a little powwow.
I don't care what the boy says, the little black robe couldn't tell a lie if he tried.
Then ask the good father this. What's this Indian doing with a shoulder pouch? And carrying a letter in a foreign language?
It's probably from his mother.
With that seal? That's why I waited on Star here. I thought maybe he could read it.
Addressed to him in Spanish. The whole setup with the Indians was a cold deck. What fools he made of us.
This ain't written in Spanish. This is Latin.
Latin?
Well, read it.
Inasmuch as it has reached our ears that in the performance of your duties you have, as it were, suffered the pains of martyrdom without its eternal reward. Hey, this is style, kind of like Cicero.
Read it.
We do herewith, ex cathedra Petra, from the chair of Peter, absolve you from all canonical impediments respecting mutilation, namely of the hands and fingers, and do restore you with many tears to your sacerdotal offices. This under pontifical seal from Rome, Leo the 13th, Pontifex.
That means he can say his mass again. I want you to run along with this.
Wait a minute. That goes back to Washington for processing.
Major, the man is full. Can't wait any 2 years.
Sergeant, I make that a military order.
Major, if you give me any trouble, sir, I'll run you in for maltreating a ward of the federal government.
If you think I'm going to draw on you, Sheriff, you got your head on backwards. You better trot along with that before I remember that I'm a tin soldier.
That little old Frenchie's gonna be flying around like a bird.
Like a sawed-off archangel. Should be here any minute now. If there's anything I can do.
There's nothing.
You won't tell me why he's treating you like this?
This belongs to her.
Don Diego.
Sheriff, I do not want to talk about this woman.
You won't talk, she won't talk, I don't know.
Sheriff.
3 months ago, you wanted to marry Rosa. Now you want to run her out of town. I just don't understand.
This is between that woman and myself. It does not concern you.
Rosa, there are plenty of other families in the territory. They'd be only too happy to have a housekeeper like you. He can't force you to leave Lincoln.
If she does not go on that stagecoach now, I will denounce her in public, and everyone will know the kind of woman she is.
I am not guilty of what you think in your mind. I swear it. You will listen to me. If you believe this terrible thing, may my curse be on you and your family, now and forever.
She killed him. She put a curse on him. And she killed him. And for that she will die.
You're free to go now, Rosa.
Rosa, I'm sorry I had to keep you here for a couple of days while I investigated Don Diego's charges against you. And it was just as much to protect you as it was to satisfy him. The boy's death was accidental. You had nothing at all to do with it. Rosa, you're a free woman now.
I killed him. I killed Juan.
Rosa.
Yes, my curse killed him. Just as if I had shot him with a gun.
Now, that's nonsense, and you know it.
I will not leave. I will stay in this cell until you punish me.
Now, Rosa.
I know what I have done. I am guilty of murder, and I must be punished.
What are you going to do? Well, I'm not going to drag her out of that cell and throw her out in the street, if that's what you mean.
She's a good woman, Patrick. Always treated me like a king every time I'd visit the Cardenas Hacienda on business for Tundle, you know. I'd sure hate to see anything happen to her.
Nothing will, Billy.
Well, I don't know. This Cardenas, I know pretty well. He gets hold of an idea, ain't nothing going to shake him loose from it. You let Rosa go, he might just come here gunning for her.
I know him pretty well, too, Billy. He's a man of culture and refinement. He'd never turn against the law.
Yeah, well, maybe. That could be. But if... I got a feeling, Patrick, if I were you, I'd move Rosa to another town without letting anyone know it. And then I'd put her on the next stage for the East.
Yeah, well, you stay with us till I get back in, Billy. She'll need a friend.
Yeah, well, Patrick?
I got a message from Cardenas. He wants to talk to me. Probably changed his mind already about Rosa. He loved that woman, Billy.
Oh, yeah? You think he still loves her?
I might even persuade him to talk to her.
Convince her that nobody blames her for the boy's death.
The vignettes of Navarre. Even if you do not relish wine, Sheriff, you will like this. We drink to justice. And now about the woman. When will she be brought to trial?
Don Diego, you know the law. I've investigated the accident thoroughly. Rosa had nothing to do with it. She's innocent, legally and otherwise.
And you intend to release the Bruja? The witch!
I know how you feel about one's death, but you're a rational man. You know just as well as I do there's no such thing as a witch or a witch's curse.
Did you not hear her speak the words that put the curse on me and on those of my flesh? Did you not see my son killed before your eyes? How can you not believe in the evil power of the Bruja?
Don Diego, a dog spooked those horses. They panicked and caused the accident. It had nothing to do with an imaginary curse.
How little you know of the dark world, Senor Garrett. The evil spirit of that woman entered the body of the dog. That is how she killed my son.
Patron?
Yes.
It is Senor Ramon. He has returned.
Send him to me.
My father?
You are welcome in the house of your father. Ramon?
Sheriff.
Show my son to his room. You will want to wash away the dust of the road. We will talk of family matters later. Three months ago, he left his house to become a wanderer, a common trailhand. But now he has heard of the curse of the Bruja and he has returned. I know my son. You will avenge his brother.
Don Diego, nobody's going to avenge anything. All this talk about Brujas and curses is straight out of the Dark Ages. Rose is innocent. I'm the law here, and the law will protect her. Maybe you can understand that.
You speak as if your law were the only law. My people walked this earth, these mountains. A century before, your people even knew there was such a place. There is a long memory in our family of the trial in 1546 of our ancestor, Captain Garcia. The charge? That he burned a Pueblo medicine man at the stake. His defense? That the shaman had put a curse upon him. Our ancestor went to prison for his defense of the bloodline. So do not threaten me, Sheriff, with your laws or your prison. I am of the family of Garcia Lopez de Cardenas, and we will deal with this Bruja, this curse, in our own way.
You were right, Billy. Cardenas means trouble. There's no sense sitting here waiting for it.
What are you going to do?
Rosa, if we ride most of the night, we can reach Roswell by morning. There's an eastbound stagecoach due out of there at noon tomorrow, and you're going to be on that stage.
What do you care what happens to me? I'm a murderess.
Now, look, Rosa, I don't care what kind of imaginary guilt you've got in your head. To me, you're innocent. And I intend to see that you go free whether you want to or not. Now, please, don't make me drag you out of this cell.
Are you sure I am innocent?
I'm sure. I'll go with you. Now, better if you stay here. Make sure Cardenas doesn't find out she's left and ride out after us.
much luck with these cards here anyway.
The woman, Senor Bunny.
Oh, yeah. What woman you talking about?
I'm in no mood for humor. Where are the keys to the cell?
Look, Mr. Gardinas, well, why don't you just go on
The
home?
keys, Senor Bunny.
You're wasting your time. She ain't up there.
Where is she?
Your guess is as good as mine.
I suggest that you tell us where!
Oh, east, west, north, south. You take your choice.
It is stage leaving Roswell for the east noon tomorrow. Would that be a good choice, Senor Bunny?
Well, every man to his own wild goose, senor.
Lock him in the cell upstairs. Thank you, Senor Bunny. Now we know that somewhere between here and Roswell, we will find Garrett. And that bruja, that witch.
Need some rest. You've been riding most of the night. Why don't you stretch out here by the fire? We'll wait till dawn. 2 or 3 hours ride yet from here to Roswell. Look, why don't you rest?
There can be no rest for a woman like me.
Rosa.
You're making a great mistake. And I must warn you now before it is too late. If you set me free, no one can tell what evil I will do.
Look, Rosa, I don't know who or what put such a fool idea into your head, but I refuse to believe that you're anything but a grief-stricken woman who, for no reason at all, blames herself for the death of the Cardenas boy.
You're a good man, but you're wrong. Don Diego is right. I am a bruja. A witch.
Ramon. A campfire. Right across the valley, you can barely see it.
Rosa, all this nonsense about witches.
I know. You will say I am not a bruja. But there's the world you do not understand. A world of darkness. And that is my world.
Rosa.
When I was 18, the dark shadow touched my young husband, Armando, and he died. He died of a fever on a wagon train going west, and I was left alone in a strange land with a child in my arms. Maria. My Maria is a young girl now. She stays with the Sisters of Mercy in a convent near San Luis. Perhaps Maria is the reason why I accepted Don Diego's proposal. It could help me protect my child. But I could not go through with the marriage. I had to tell him I loved someone else. A man who left me without even a goodbye. I did not know this would hurt Don Diego. He accused me of betraying him with other men, but that was not so. There had been no other, only this one silent love, and this I kept in my heart. But he would not believe me. That is why he had to hurt me. And in that moment of anger, I cast the shadow again on the boy, on Juan. And he died. He died because I have the power. Because I am a bruja.
Rosa, listen to
My
me.
great-great-grandmother was burned for witchcraft. Ever since then, every girl child born in the bloodline has been cursed with the gift of occult powers. Ever since I was a little one, my grandmother made me understand what it was to be a bruja. To cast mala sombra, the evil shadow, over the lives of all who would know me. I have fought against the shadow. It's hopeless. Savia has told me. Just as the blood became cursed when my great-great-grandmother was born, so the curses must be lifted by the flame. If I die the death of a witch, Maria might be saved.
Rosa!
Please!
Stop it!
Let me go!
Rosa!
Let me go! Please!
Rosa, never do that again, never!
Please!
You are not a bruja!
I must hit myself.
You can't save your child. Rosa, let me prove to you that all of this is a bad dream. Put your spell on me. You see that you have no such black powers. Put your curse on me now, Rosa. Tell me I'll die before morning.
I could never do that.
But can't you see the way you are, dead or alive? You condemn the child to live in your dark, superstitious world. You can't love her very much.
Do not say such a
If you
thing.
did, you try anything to save her.
I love her more than my life.
Then put your curse on me, Rosa. Say the words now. You'll see the words mean nothing.
You do not know.
Do it for Maria now, Rosa.
I warn you.
Now, Rosa, say the words.
May my curse be on you. You will die before the sun rises.
Sheriff, the next bullet will find your heart. If you do not surrender the prisoner to us, throw your gun into the open. Quickly! Hold it. All right, throw down your guns. Get down off those horses.
Ramon, I'm sorry. I would do anything to atone for the death of your brother, even if I did cast the shadow on him.
When I heard about Juan's death, I tried to hate you. But now, seeing you like this again, I know you had nothing to do with my brother's death.
Ramon.
Father, now you will listen to me. She is not a bruja. Her curse did not kill Juan.
You do not know.
I know. Because I love her. When I went away, without a word to you, my father, it was because I knew then that I loved her. And I was afraid she was beginning to love me. I'd hurt you enough, my father. To take your woman would have been too much. I swore to stay away. Forever. She married you. But now you will go with me to San Luis, to Maria, and we will be married, huh?
You fool! Graciously, the Bruja will destroy the family by destroying you.
Father! What? Ramon, your father is right. I could never marry you. I am a cursed woman.
Rosa. The first light. Dawn. I'm still alive, Rosa. Your dark powers are all imagination. I forced Rosa to put her curse on me. Now she knows she's not a witch. She cannot speak words and make someone die. You're free, Rosa. You're free now to live.
Gracias, Senor Garrett.
And gracias from me, too.
My father, when I return one day with Rosa, I pray that I will be welcome in the house of my father.
Don Diego, time heals many things. Maybe it'll change the way you feel.
ভালোবাসা সুন্দর, ভালোবাসাও সুন্দর। মানুষ নিজের অজান্তেই ভালোবেসে ফেলে।
আমারও মনে হয় কি জানেন, আপনার মতো জানাশোনা কাউকে না আমার বিয়ে করা উচিত।
এটা কি উপলক্ষে?
ম্যাডাম, ফুলটা গ্রহণ করুন, তারপরে বলতেছি।
ভোটার আইডি কার্ডে যার স্বাক্ষরের জায়গায় টিপসই দেয়, এখানে কেউ ডাক্তার।
এই দুইজনের মধ্যে যে আগে ম্যাডামের মন জয় করতে পারবে, ম্যাডাম তার।
একদিন না দেখলে তোমায় বন্ধু আন্ধার লাগে সব, তোমার এই প্রেমে এমনই টান।
রোগীদের তো ডক্টরের কাছে আসলে ব্যথা কমে যায়, আপনি তো উল্টো হলো কেন? আপনি কি একটু উল্টা?
তোমায় ছাড়িয়া যাব মরিয়া, তোমায় ছাড়িয়া যাব মরিয়া, যেও না বন্ধু আমার ভুলিয়া ভুলিয়া।
আমার মনে হয় আমার সমস্যা কপালে। ম্যাডাম আমার কপালে নেই, আমার কপালে আছে দাগ।
Bây giờ anh bốc lửa từ đó đến giờ anh hay vậy, anh hay như điên mà chịu trốn. Cung à, cung xanh à, đáy máu, đáy máu, đáy máu, đáy máu, đáy máu. À đây đây, đúng ra thì buồn lắm rồi, buồn lắm em ơi, biết trách ơi là đấu lên được rồi. Ôi 18 mẫu 2 sao nữa, thiếu tận 68 tiền cơ, mới có 53 tiền. Dạ đủ. May rồi ông thầy, may như hack rồi, may khác thì hack đâu. Mình phải áp file được mà. Asma chi hết lava dragon, cái cục lava phế mà, thấy khỏe hơn. Thề vừa đánh oan nó còn chết cơ. Thằng thì top 1. Bạn cao tới top 1 vậy. Thắng top 1 này. Thế sao thắng được thằng top 1 rồi? Phải thắng không vậy? Bắn nha. Nhanh ghét. Thắng đi. Chưa thắng rồi, gần thắng. Khiếp, phải bắn toàn để chiêu bắn được mà. Đéo có đam. What the hell, 5 phép. Chịu rồi. Toàn 5 phép ạ. Ra gì à? Ra sẽ khó lắp bù làm mau đấy. Cầu nguyện đi. Thằng cũng không anh nhỉ mà. Nhớ hôm nay chắc quan rồi. Là bạn cũng đừng có vậy. Thằng điên rồi, mày máu sống không vậy? Sống phải ra ria đi. Đéo ra ria thua đấy. Mày đánh thằng rừng đâu? Thằng đánh thằng sĩ vậy. Thằng sĩ của tao vậy. Hay rồi, hay. Xét mấy nữa là hay. Đấy ơi, mày. Nếu được rồi, không hay. Không thua. Không thắng.
তোমাকে 15 লাখ টাকাই দিতে হবে। তুমি যদি দিতে না পারো তোমার বাবাকে কল দাও। তোমার যত জমি জিরাত বাড়িতে যা যা আছে এগুলো বেচা হইলেও তোমরা আমাদের টাকা পাই করে শোধ করবা।
একটা ব্যাপার কি খেয়াল করছো? শহরে কিন্তু দুইটা রূপ, রাতের এক রূপ, দিনের আর এক।
বেঁধেছি ঘর হৃদয়ের পর, গাঢ় সবুজ ওই গহীন বনে।
আরে ব্রো, সবসময় চিল থাকতে হবে, কিচ্ছু মাথায় নেওয়া যাবে না।
ভালোবাসা হচ্ছে একজন আরেকজনের উপর ভরসা করে, একজন আরেকজনের হাতের উপর হাত রেখে এই জীবনটা কাটিয়ে দেয়। কিছু মানুষ এই রাত জেগে থাকে আর টাকার বিনিময়ে সুখ খুঁজে।
বসুন।
এখন তো সিরিয়াস হওয়া উচিত, তাই না? আমি তো কোথাও যাচ্ছি না পার্টি করতে, তুমি কেন যাচ্ছ? কেন বন্ধ করতে পারতেছো না বলো তো? কার যে কোথায় সুখ সেটা তার প্রিয় মানুষটাও কখনো জানতে পারে না।
পাশাপাশি তবু যাচ্ছি বিপরীতে, কাছাকাছি তবু যাচ্ছি বহু দূরে।
হাই, ইউ লুক গুড।
থ্যাংক ইউ।
nó bảo mình không đăng viết lên để nó đăng đấy. Bây giờ nó bảo mình không đăng viết đấy là để nó đăng đấy. Đâu nó bảo là mình không được up viết lên đâu, bất cứ đâu không cho ai biết đấy, là để nó đăng lên YouTube ấy, để không bị bản quyền đấy. Bởi vì mình là thằng quay đầu tiên, xong mình up lên trước nó, xong nó up sau thì nó sẽ nhót. Đăng mẹ kênh. Thằng này Nico Gerini Cuba, Tam Ken ba, Bạt ba, quý nhỉ? Thôi anh thua thằng này mà. Cần đủ tiền thì lên chết rồi. 23 là vào khoảng 57. 57 à? Phải sang xem đéo đấy. Hiêu ở trong nhà Hiêu mạnh quá, chẳng là VCD nữa. Cô bảo là thằng này lên một đống quân ba rồi. Cái thằng này. Đấy. Người ta một chơi thu bóng á. Ai mới biết. Mấy con trứng trong xì xì đủ hết, gái hơn. Phần này góc bên phải này, dưới chiếc auto ấy. Làm nhiệm vụ mà. Ôi xí lát làm được ấy. Rồi xí lát của mày á, có tiền luôn chấm. Anh chẳng muốn 178. Thế sao lương tháng rồi hỏi thằng có tiền đặt hộ nhưng không mới phải đặt xong rồi mới hoàn mà vẫn vẫn chỉ chơi vẫn nhưng mà sao lại hoàn lại về tài khoản mình vẫn phải có tiền trước mà. Yes. Mà để có tiền. Ngày đấy không 15 lương. Đây ông già chết rồi. Hôm qua anh mời ông già cho 2 triệu tiền tháng 6 đéo sáng gửi lại đéo đấy đồng nào tài khoản. Thì ông biết nhưng mà tao qua đéo nhắn thì tao hỏi giờ tao là không sợ thấy mẹ tao không có này tao không xin đấy. Thế là giờ sợ để không giờ không dám xin không có xin gì thì tao cho mà. Thì tao có ông bạn bên Đài Loan kiểu tôi không biết ông chưa biết gì tao lấy chồng ấy. Trước ông ấy là kiểu sắp cưới tao nhưng mà kiểu các thứ sẽ không sang đăng ký giấy hôn xong rồi sau bị hủy ấy. Nhà là ông kiểu cảm thấy bây giờ đang vẫn cảm thấy hối hận về cái chuyện đấy thì là liên kết bảo chúng tao liên kết thẻ không lấy với cả các thứ với cả 2 chương trình ra mà liên kết thẻ với cả GrabFood thích ăn gì thì mua hôm đợt mà tao trên kia bán hoa mẹ tao ấy thì thích ăn gì mua vào thì tao ngồi đấy tao đặt đồ ăn gì tao tiền, thì tao có tiền cho anh tao nha, đi gặp tao. Làm gì của mấy ông Đài Loan. Tao làm đến lâu quá để xem có mấy ông thích thì ra mà tao sử dụng là sửa sinh ấy. Nhắm người yêu à? Bố muốn vợ con yêu chẳng kém. Con có được vào thế đâu người yêu. Mày không ai bảo là con ít tiền, con làm gì dám yêu ai, bố chuyển tiền xong. Rồi trời, coi như là con là con trai rồi. Ta không cướp được không? Anh đoán là không cướp được. Tại ông anh mày coi như là không quan tâm các kiểu gì nữa lâu rồi ấy. Gì không rồi, bố mày các vợ sau bố mày cũng không để được con trai đúng không? À đấy, đẻ nữa đâu, chỉ là có bố mày, thằng anh này tâm đánh cái thằng anh mày ấy. Thằng anh mày mà làm từ sáng tôi xuống bây giờ Vinh Chi Linh bố cho tiền nhiều đấy. Ông già tao lên trường ông già tao quanh như là không. Mắc thứ hai. Lấy ớt lên ba luôn. Lấy ớt lên ba. Life lessons come one in a dozen. The other 11 get something from nothing. I sit here looking for an answer. Maybe the biggest question was in the last chapter. You gave me the soul I have today. Without you I never could have moved away. But now I see what you teach. Anh cứ cả đêm, anh cứ đến 12 giờ sẽ xong rồi đó. Is this really happening? I can't believe it's true. I'm just as surprised as you. Is this really happening? Giao hai mày. Tao bảo là giao hai tao đứng đây tao đi đâu.
Something from nothing. Life lessons come one in a dozen. The other 11 give something from nothing. Life lessons come one in a dozen. The other 11 give something from nothing. Life changes
một người bạn cô đã thể quan tâm đến video này. Tôi báo với cháu. nước gần được mà. Sướng ngay, làm em sướng ngay.